basic, and we're going to make some new patterns out of it, and we're also going to look at different arms for it and different floor patterns for traveling. So if you're a beginner, this will give you some ideas to use your basic standing hip twist in some new ways. And if you are a teacher that does multi-level classes like I do, then this will give you some patterns that you can use with students that have a little more experience while your brand new students are learning a basic hip twist. Before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I am planning on being on the East Coast in May of 2018. I will be having some stops in New York City and Philadelphia, and also probably a couple other cities on the East Coast, somewhere north or south of there. So if you're interested in hosting a workshop event, then please do get in touch with me. I'll be booking all of these things in the next couple of months. All right, let's get started with these hip twists. Okay, so let's get started here with a basic standing hip twist. So I'm weighted on one leg. My standing leg is nice and soft. I'm in good basic posture here. And from here, what I want is I want to make the twist on my unweighted leg. And I want that to come primarily from my obliques right here. Get a little of assistance from the standing glute to get a little more distance on this. But we don't want to get it from the knee. That's not what we're looking for. So with beginners, we make sure always that knee is not doing most of the action here. So coming up, twist, twist, twist. And these can be kind of soft, or these can be very sharp and quick. Depends on what the music's doing, whether the texture of them is going to be softer or sharper. But okay, we're going to be traveling with these. So we're going to be looking at both larger ones and smaller ones. So when we're going to take a traveling one, we want to transfer our weight onto our front foot as we make the twist. So we're going to go twist and twist and twist like this. So we can keep that in just a basic time and move it across the floor to the side. So if we travel to our left with our left leg in front, we'll have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, and you can take a flat step on 8 for an easy way to change to the other side, and then go to the other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So that's all fine and good, nice straight time, but let's play with some other things here. Let's play with a little smaller version of this, but a little quicker. So 1 and 2 and. So you don't get quite as much of a big twist on this one, but you're going to have 2 faster ones. So from here we go 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and, 1 and 2 and. So you can do those in succession if you want something really fast, or you can make it more interesting and mix it up. So that's what I like to do. So let's go ahead and take that little double twist, and we're going to put it in a couple of different places. Let's put it on number 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and like that. Let's go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So you can take that double twist and put it on any one of those 4 counts. So you can have 1, 2, and 3, 4 like that. Let's try that one. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now let's try and put it on 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course, now let's go on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Now, we can also take it and put it on 2 of them. So one of the ones I find very useful often is to put it on 2 and on 4. All right, so let's put it on 2 and 4 going to the right. So we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and like that. Okay, so like most things we can do in a straight line across, we can do that to turn ourselves around. So let's take that same pattern with the double on the 2 and the 4 and use it to make one full turn around. So we're going to start from here, and since my left leg is my unweighted leg and in the front, I'm going to turn to my left in a counterclockwise way. So let's go from here, and we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and like that. Okay, now let's look at some arms that can go with things like this. Now, of course, you could keep your arms just out level at your sides, But you can make it a little more interesting, especially for turning, if you kind of just tilt your body a little bit. Now note that my arms are still out at my sides, but I'm going to take the tilt from my waist right here. So this is nice, especially for the one that turns around. So let's turn to the other side this time. So this time I have my right leg free, my twist is going to be on my right hip. I'm going to turn around clockwise, and I'm going to tilt into my twist. So here I have one and double, and one and double. So you want to make sure that you tilt from here and not just take your arms. Okay, so let's look at another one. This time we're going to use a little more coquettish kind of a hand at the head and arm out. So you would want to use your arm reaching out in the direction that you're traveling. So from here, we take, let's put it on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like that. So you want to travel like this. You could also take your arms one up and one out here, like this. Or you might choose to kind of develop your arms as they go, so you can kind of take them from here and then bring them up as you go. So, like that. So they're not going to get there all at once, but they're going to take a little more smooth and continuous path to the top. All right, let's look at one more thing. Let's look at traveling forward. So for this one, we're going to need to advance one foot in front of the other. So we'll need to keep changing the lead foot. So for this one, let's go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So your feet are going to be making a little 3-step pattern. They're going to go right, left, and left, and right, left, right. And every time your foot comes down to the floor, your hip is going to go with the twist with it. So you have twist and twist, twist and twist, twist and twist, twist and twist. Now we can do these in 2 patterns. We can do this in a 3/4 pattern, what I would call a 3/4 pattern that has a little rest beat in the middle of it. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could do this with no rest in the middle, and more like what a fast waltz would be, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 3/4 time in traditional Western music, but not a 3/4 pattern as I would personally call it for movement. So this would be in 3/4 musical time. So let's look at that little triple beat. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, depending on how you want to count it. So let's do that one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you're a beginner and your teacher has recently presented you with basic hip twists, then here are some ideas to play with those with your further practice at home. Another way that I often find myself reaching for these little variations on a theme, ideas for movements, is if I'm doing a choreography and there's a reprise of a certain section of movement and I want to use maybe a reprise of a certain combination that went with it in another part of the song, but I want to change it up some, maybe change my orientation or change just a little bit of it so it feels somewhat familiar like the music is, but it isn't an exact copy. So that's another occasion where I might use these different kind of variations on one step. All right, so that's what I have for you today. If you like this one, please go ahead and give it a little thumbs up and subscribe here on YouTube, and make sure you're also subscribed to the Bellydance Quickies email 321. All right, so if you like this one, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up down there. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube, and also make sure you're subscribed on the email. All right, guys, have a great week. Practice lots, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.